Hi, this is the Unconventional Woman speaking. This is the post-date vlog for date number 19. There's a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, the location. I really liked the location. It was this cute little pastry and tea shop, and so we had like tea and pastries by, next to a piano with art around us. And I felt that it was a nice place, and also that it's a good place to go to because it's very central in Soho, and also in Soho it's hard to find good places to go that are kind of like tacky and cliched. So this was not one of those places. Really beautiful pastries, like it was visually stimulating place. So I really enjoyed that. But another thing about it, I did kind of feel like I was being interviewed or something. Like it was a very brief date, kind of impersonal. If you think about a pub date that lasts several hours being like having too much vulnerability in it, maybe the tea or coffee date has too much. Too much control. So you're not really revealing anything about the person or really able to connect to them. So I've never had, actually, now that I think of it, I've never had one of those dates where it was immediately followed by a second date because people just don't open up in that kind of environment. So that was not so good. And the other thing is, I was really looking forward to meeting him, I thought he might be an interesting person as a character designer, as in someone interested in fantasy in a multi-dimensional way, like both in literature and other medias. But I felt actually that he wasn't, that his world is like Disney and Marvel, which we know are kind of like misogynist, kind of racist kind of worlds, like they reproduce those structures. And I felt like he was kind of involved in that, like totally uncritically. And then we had this conversation about manufacturing. Like he actually is part of managing the manufacturing of things that he makes in China, and he has also uh, been part of that, like for figurines for McDonald's. Gag. Um, and just like he had this totally uncritical view of everything being manufactured in China. Like it seemed like he was like totally excited about that, and it's like, um, I don't know. I don't know if it's good to have a totally uncritical view of that. And he was describing the factories, and most of them are crap factories. And then someone McDonald's, like McDonald's has good factories, supposedly, because they're afraid of bad publicity. And yeah, and it's just like everything in this cafe is probably made in China. I'm like, why are we happy about that? And the constant reproduction of plastic crap, that we're participating in. So it's not that, I feel like everybody has to work. We're all implicit in the system. So we all have to like consider the unethical aspects of our jobs. But it's that he couldn't see it in a critical way. So I found that kind of annoying. Um, yeah, so despite the fact that he was attractive, yeah, I don't, yeah, well, it's not like he texted me back or anything, but yeah, I wasn't that impressed as I hoped to be. So that's it. I'll see you next time. The Unconventional Woman.